Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Demonic, a movie about, looks like another simulation movie. You know, they're putting the simulation stuff on her, and then there's some sort of demonic possession. So we're going to talk about this trailer. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Wokistan novel, Hollywoke, another novel, and the Pineys books 1 through 6. Links in the description below. Don't forget to check out our other two videos on Bitchute and Rumble. Today we got something on the usual nonsense that divides this country, and of course a big old news blast going through the headlines. But checking out this movie, Demonic. It's a supernatural demon horror movie. They put this woman under, they render her in a video game world, which looks both at once too good and not good enough for a simulation. And then, of course, guess what? Oh, there's a demon in the game and or in the simulation, and it begins to impact the real world. What's real? What's evil? What's am I trapped in the world? Can I get out? Demonic. I mean, I think you pretty much write this movie. We've been talking about these movies for a while. Written and directed by Neil Blomkamp. I don't know any of the actors. Yeah, I mean, it could be good. I don't like the rendering. You know, you're not gaining anything by that whole rendering nonsense. You're lessening it, right? What they would do back in the day when they couldn't do these effects is they would just pretend like, oh, I'm going to sleep and then I wake up in the Wild West, and just be a different set, and that was the simulated world, or they'd wake up wherever. Instead, we've got this, oh, look at the house being rendered. Who cares? Who cares? Look at the glitches. I didn't pay you to see glitches in a movie. Make it real. Or make it really cool, like Resident Evil cool. You know, the current Resident Evil game, that's got a look to it. If you went for a look like that, then okay. But you know, video games now, they're pretty top notch. They're almost, moving real people. It seems, and this looks like, I mean, what is this? 95 graphics? I mean, what? Maybe it takes place in 95. I don't know, or in the past, but just looks a little rough and I don't see what you get out of that. And really, okay, so we're going to do this demonic game and you're going into a simulation. Oh no, it's real. We've created a demon. How does that work? It's really tough to combine technology with demon type supernatural stuff, because the thing that sells the demonic type stuff is age. Old stuff. Old books, old houses, dead people, graveyards, all those things. That sells supernatural. You know what doesn't sell supernatural? Computers. New things, new technology, simulations, electronics. People don't associate those two. So you gotta overcome that hurdle. And in this trailer, do they overcome it? Not really. If you had graphics like Resident Evil, like the current Resident Evil game where they had the big-breasted vampire chick and all kinds of crazy-looking evil demonic creatures that come out of the woodwork and move really fast and are really well rendered, maybe you could sell me on it if it does take place in the modern day. We're slowly rendering you. Is that what year is this? And what do you get by setting it in that world? I just don't get it. I just don't get it, Joan. I just don't get it. Okay. So, first act of Demonic is they invent this thing and they need a subject to go into the thing in the simulation. And the second act, they go into the simulation, weird stuff starts to happen, it gets weirder and weirder. The woman starts to get hurt, and then I have to go back because I have to find out certain answers probably of her life. Maybe the demon creature knows stuff about her. Maybe she can't get out of the simulation, and then, you know, it just heightens and heightens and heightens until Act 3, where she fights the demonic entity, and the barrier between what's real and what's not breaks down, and people get sucked into the simulation, and stuff starts happening outside the simulation, and in the end, they can't turn it off, and something dark happens at the end, maybe? I mean, it's an IFC movie, IFC Midnight. It's funny to watch the IFC do these movies because these movies make money. This is an overseas sell. You can always sell horror, TNA, or action. So, a horror movie, you can totally sell to the foreign market. IFC wants to make some quick cash, I gather. So now, instead of doing their quirky, weird, little independently produced movies, they got to pay the piper. They got to make some movies that actually make some cash in the foreign market. So it's funny that they're doing this. Are they going to become like Roger Corman or Trauma? They're going to just start cranking these movies out. Oh, the Demon of 6th Street and Slasher Guy, and, you know, movies like that. It'd be funny if they did, you know, and they still try to keep that little bit of quirky feeling, but it, you know, it'd be funny to do a slasher movie about a bunch of hipsters who feel guilty about their lives and they're really depressing, and then the slasher guy comes and kills them all. I mean, that'd be kind of funny in its own weird way. But, you know, demonic, it doesn't look very good to me. Just saying. And that's it for me and little Joan tonight. We're gonna call it a good night, Joan. Okay? It's raining outside. Little Joan is sleepy. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.